Then they returned me to...
What did this holographic projection show?
The holographs were mainly, the first one that I can remember was like a short trip through space. We saw where he came from, where he's said to be from. We saw his people, we saw the houses that they use. And the second one was about a meteor or rock falling to Earth in the near future, which is going to cause a lot of havoc in the world. This would fall, it's going to fall in very near the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and those other small islands, but it's going to affect the whole world, not just Puerto Rico. The last one is that they projected was showing us how there was only going to be one government on the planet Earth. They'll be living on some sort of artificial island that's going to be floating in the middle of a dark, black, dirty sea.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is July 19th, 2013, and here are your news updates for today. Alrighty then, let's first go to the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Residents alarmed. New Zealand shaken by dozens of earthquakes in 24-hour period. NASA satellite detects large plume from DR Congo's Nyamuguria volcano. Alright, moving on. We're doing it a little early today. Let's go into the watchers watching the world. Let's see here. I got beeps and all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, that's okay. That's because we're going live. All right, the watchers. Comet C 2013 M N4 Borisnov. New comet discovered by amateur astronomer. Nothing else new. I reported on everything else on that. It's going to be a short news item, but that's okay, because I'm attaching other things. I think, let's see. Oh. I guess there was a drone crash in Florida. It's being reported by RT yesterday. Let's see, and it was for drone crash, closest remote, Florida highway, July 17th, 2013. There you go. Let's move on to the E&E news, the energy news. It also shows some black smoke. I wonder what's in that black smoke. Yesterday, I'll say it again, alarm as steam rises from Fukushima number 3 reactor, concerned about uncontrolled chain reaction. Contains highly lethal MOX fuel. TEPCO, we don't believe in an emergency situation breaking out. Okay. U.S. Canada. Expert over 200 million cubic feet of gas in area under giant Louisiana sinkhole. And yesterday, problem at another cavern in Salt Dome near giant Louisiana sinkhole. Automatic emergency systems engaged. No immediate safety risk to public. Okay. Let's go into the breaking news. Let's see if anything's breaking. Okay, let's go down here. American Airlines flight to Chicago makes emergency landing in Ireland. Passengers safely off plane. That was an hour ago. Heads up. Let's see if there's anything else. We're looking real quick, see if there's any weather. "20 students in Goya hospitalized after eating midday meal days after fatal food poisoning." That's coming out at NDTV. Okay. Alright, there's your most recent updated news for today. Now, it is 5 days down. We've made it. Hooray. Be ready for anything. The word is the mainstream media is now going to come clean and say that TEPCO has lied about the plutonium in the Pacific Ocean. I will be attaching tomorrow Kevin Blanch's stuff. So, alrighty then. I guess there's a message to the New World Order in this video from that the guy that was from Puerto Rico. That was an abductee years and years ago. I guess the alien that abducted him and about 14 other people decided to disclose the future. He reveals the future of the New World Order. So this show will take a look at the New World Order. First of all, I must substantiate that there is a New World Order, and then we will go forward from there and give the free consultation to the New World Order. This will be a consultation for the New World Order. I don't know if the future events are reversible, but this alien decided to disclose it. Maybe these events might be reversible, but I sure don't think it's a great future if I'm stuck living on a floating island in a dirty sea. A black dirty sea. Wow. So, here you go. If things don't change, I guess this is where humanity is heading. Alrighty then, take care. Watch the videos attached, and I'll see you again tomorrow on the flip side. Be prepared for anything.
And so does the entire design of his new world order. For example, I have in my possession a secret map made in Germany by Hitler's government, by the planners of the new world order.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Until now, the world we've known has been a world divided, a world of barbed wire and concrete block, conflict, Cold War. Now we can see a new world coming into view, a world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order, a world where the United Nations, freed from Cold War stalemate, is poised to fulfill the historic vision of its founders.
And after 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
In 1990, another old world ended, dominated by the Cold War, and people talked then, in 1990, of a new world order, and realizes what I believe is our destiny of success in this new world order. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a new world is emerging. It is a new world order with significantly different and radically new challenges for the future. And I believe it will also be said of this age, the first decade of the 21st century, that out of what will be seen as the greatest restructuring of the global economy, perhaps one even greater than at the time of the Industrial Revolution, a new world order was created.
And the American objective of regime change, which had always been their policy, indeed under the previous administration, under pressure of an American military deadline?
Well, our position was not that. Our position was to support action so that the will of the international community that Saddam Hussein disclose and dispose of weapons be enforced. And at the back of my mind was this sense that if the international community did not act here, then the international community would find it difficult to gain credibility for acting in other areas, and that this new world order that we were trying to create was being put at risk.
To shape this so that the problem of the Bush presidency will be the emergence of a new international order.
His task will be to develop an overall strategy for America in this period when really a new world order can be created. It's a great opportunity. It isn't just a crisis.
The world that maybe some people dreamt of at that conference back in Bournemouth, when it looked as if maybe history would end, that liberal democracy would triumph, that free market economics would slowly progress, and we'd have a new world order.
The transatlantic partnership was never just the foundation of our security. It was the foundation of our way of life. It was forged an experience of the most bitter and anguished kind. Out of it came a new Europe, a new world order, a new consensus as to how life should and could be lived.
Развернуться в своем движении в другом направлении, к новому мировому порядку, к новой цивилизации.
Even that does not describe why the world has changed so much and why the world has turned so much toward a new world order and a new kind of civilization.
Well, there have been extraordinary scenes in Berlin tonight as thousands of people gathered to hear Barack Obama deliver key foreign policy speech on his current European tour. The Democratic presidential hopeful laid out his vision for America's place in a new world order, saying he was speaking as a proud citizen of the United States and a fellow citizen of the world.
Star reception. Vast crowds gather in Berlin to hear his vision for a new world order.
France intends to pursue, together with all people of goodwill around the world, this battle to build the new world order of the 21st century.
Mahatma Gandhi taught that if all men and women, whatever the differences between them, cling to the truth with respect for the unique dignity of every human being, a new world order, a civilization of love can be achieved.
Written law, California law, United States federal law, NRC to enforce. By law, have to have somewhere to put the cement fuel rods. They promised us they would have the cement fuel rods taken care of by 1976, then by 1982, then by 1985, then 1991. It's 2013, you still store them on site.
Sinkhole near Bayou Horn is at least 500 feet deep, not the estimated 1 to 200 feet. The director of the Assumption Parish Office of Homeland Security says previous depth reports released by Texas Brine may have been inaccurate because the company's sonar did not penetrate debris fields inside.
The last one is that they projected was showing us how there was only going to be one government on the planet Earth. They'll be living on some sort of artificial island that's going to be floating in the middle of a dark, black, dirty sea.